Hi, this is Paul Drockton. As you know, my website is pauldrockton.com. I also appear Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 Eastern Time on the Ren's radio program and with the Paul Drockton Show. To listen, all you need to do is go to rensradio.com. Now, one of the things I want to point out today is that we're heading into Super Tuesday, and this is not good for me. Now, take a look at the 2008 Republican primary. Mitt Romney took the states of Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan, and Maine. Now, he took 10 states against John McCain in 2008. The question I would ask his campaign and those that follow him is that how are things better this time around for Mitt Romney? Because if you look at the numbers, they're worse. Two of the states that Mitt Romney won in 2008, Colorado and Minnesota, have both gone to Rick Santorum. So he's already lost 2 of the 10 states that he took in 2008. And as I stated, we're coming up on the biggest day of the year for the primary, which is going to be Super Tuesday. And it's called Super Tuesday because there's numerous states that will be holding their primary that day. One, of course, is Alaska, which went to Romney last election. But I don't know about this year. If Maine goes for Ron Paul, then I'm going to tell you, so will Alaska. I think you're dealing with pretty much the same type of individual. The other state with 76 delegates, which, by the way, is about 3 times the number of delegates that Alaska has, is Georgia. This went to Huckabee in 2008, not Mitt Romney. And because Newt Gingrich is from Georgia, that's his home state, that's where he served in Congress, it's going to go to him. I've never seen, very rarely seen, where an individual loses their home state. So it happens, but it's rare. So those 76 delegates are going to go to Newt Gingrich. And we've got Idaho. Now, traditionally, you would think, because Idaho has such a large Mormon population, that this should be Romney's to win. But go back to that 2008 election when he was battling McCain, and he lost it. He didn't win Idaho last time. McCain won Idaho. So in spite of a 25% Mormon population, Idaho isn't going to go for Romney. Again, I'm going to put my money on Ron Paul in this race in Idaho, or possibly Santorum. Really, it could be anybody but Romney. Massachusetts, which of course should be Romney's home state, has 41 delegates up for grabs on Super Tuesday. Again, Romney won this in 2008. I don't see it. He might not win it this year. And this is his state where he was governor. Now, the problem with Massachusetts and Mitt Romney is they're living under Romneycare. They're living under his health insurance program that literally Obamacare was patterned after. And a lot of people just aren't happy about it because all they've really seen is increases in taxes, reduced services, and socialized medicine is not a popular thing with conservatives. It just isn't. So I don't think the Massachusetts conservatives are going to go for Mitt Romney. But if he wins the state, I wouldn't be surprised. 41 delegates up for grabs. Then we head to North Dakota. North Dakota's got 28 delegates. Romney won in 2008. Will he do the same thing this year? I don't know. I think the word is getting out that Mitt Romney is a liberal, that he basically was a pro-abortion candidate in Massachusetts. He also did quite a bit to make sure that same-sex marriages became legal in Massachusetts. You've got Romneycare. This is a gentleman who governed from the left, and he can talk from the right all he wants, but look, this is a hard-fought primary, and those in North Dakota, you're talking about a very, very strong Protestant population. And one thing about conservative Protestants is they're also socially conservative. So we'll see. Just depends on what kind of campaign his opponents announcements put up in North Dakota. This could be another Ron Paul state. We're talking about a very independent individual that resides in the rugged North Dakota. 28 delegates up for grabs, and now we go to Ohio. I know a little bit about Ohio because I was involved in politics there, and I can tell you right now that the city's divided, or should I say the state's divided between North and South. Southern Republicans probably are going to go for Gingrich, is my guess, because once again we've got that Protestant stock. Head up north and it's more Catholic, which means Santorum holds the edge. So Ohio is a very, very significant state. No one has been elected president without winning Ohio in the general election. So we're talking 66 delegates up for grabs. Once again, I need to point out that Ohio went for McCain, not Romney, in 2008. I think it's Santorum State to lose, or Gingrich. Now, Newt Gingrich does have close ties with the governor of the state, who's very popular, and that would be Kasich. And we move on to Oklahoma, 43 delegates. McCain won in 2008. Once again, not Romney. This one's going to go for either Gingrich or Santorum this time around. Now, I think in Oklahoma the big issue is the oil industry. And I think that really they're going to go for the individual that comes out with the best platform to protect the jobs in that industry in Oklahoma. Now, Tennessee. Tennessee is another interesting state. We're talking 58 delegates up for grabs. Tennessee went to Huckabee in 2008. Once again, not Mitt Romney. And I think when you take a look at Tennessee, because of the evangelist population, which doesn't like Mitt Romney, you're going to end up with either Rick Santorum or even Ron Paul possibly, but I give the edge to Santorum. Okay, so now we're looking at Vermont. Vermont's got 17 delegates. Vermont chose McCain in 2008, not Romney. Santorum or Gingrich this time around is what I predict for Vermont. But once again, don't rule out Ron Paul. What it really boils down to is his grassroots organization. Vermont is relationship driven. Someone knows somebody. It's referral based politics. So that one can go Ron Paul too. Now in Virginia, Gingrich is not on the ballot, but that doesn't help Romney, because Mitt Romney lost Virginia in 2008 to John McCain. Now when I think of Virginia, I think of a state that really is divided between the bureaucrats that reside in Washington, D.C. We've got a good, strong military population in Virginia, which, by the way, the military population favors Ron Paul. And we've got a rural environment, socially conservative, which would probably favor Santorum. Now, if Gingrich were in the race, it would be a fight between him and Santorum. I think this one is going to be pretty interesting to watch. Probably votes evenly divided. I think Santorum might come into number 1 position, Ron Paul number 2, and Romney's going to pull into probably distant third. We'll see how it goes. So on Super Tuesday, we're talking a total of 388 delegates up for grabs. I see Romney walking away with 96 if he's very lucky. Gingrich 115 if he's unlucky. And Santorum 184 delegates without breaking a sweat. Now, for those of you that paid attention to the news, you notice that CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Committee, which has done quite a bit to represent, I guess, what many would consider the conservative part of the Republican Party. The leader of CPAC came out and said that he's looking for a brokered convention. He doesn't think any of these guys are going to walk away with 51% of the delegate count. And we come back to what I said, and this is once again quoting from CPAC's leader, we're going to see Jeb Bush as the Republican nominee for 2012. because none of these guys are going to end up with enough delegates to clinch the nomination. It's going to end up being a brokered convention, and my word, the one that wins in that situation is the dark horse, and that's going to be Jeb. So stay tuned, we've got more to talk about. I'll be back with you in the next video. And you've been listening to me, Paul Drockton, from pauldrockton.com. Have a great day.